Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to another Eco Vegan Gal Uncensored. This is part of the Getting in Shape series. Today it has been 1 week since I started working out, at least this time around, and I wanted to give you an update on how I'm feeling and how the classes went and anything else that comes to mind in the meantime. So, for those of you who've been following this series, I've been doing a workout at this place in Beverly Hills called Physique 57. I received a complimentary 1 week pass there, which was really nice to have. A lot of times studios just offer you one free day, but through a blogger event that I did, I received this pass, so I decided to give it a shot. I'd never done bar workouts before. And I went all 7 days in a row. That's the type of person that I am. When I get like a special deal or something, I want to take advantage of it as much as I possibly can. And it felt amazing. I really didn't feel like I was pushing myself too much. I felt like this class was really great about stretching my muscles and knowing what I needed to work on and what strengthening I needed and when to take a break. All of the teachers were really phenomenal, really understanding, but they were also really good at pushing me. My second to last class was with a male. Most of the teachers there are female, and almost every student I saw there was female as well. But we had a male teacher, and he was actually a great change, because the women, as wonderful as they seem, as wonderful as they have been, they didn't necessarily always push me beyond what I felt comfortable doing. For example, if I decided to take a break, they just seemed totally fine with it, which is nice, right? You want a teacher that has that understanding. But on the other hand, it's nice to have someone that really pushes you. Not to say it's a male-female thing, but in this particular case, the guy that pushed me the most happened to be a guy, a man. And that was really cool. I definitely felt a lot of pain through the movements that we were going in, but something that he kept saying was that it was only temporary and to push through it. Now, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30, 60 seconds feels like an eternity when your muscles are in pain, and so it's very challenging to say this is going to be over. So I really like that kind of mental challenge of working out, pushing through it, breathing through it, finding different ways to breathe, finding ways that you can change your body. This is another nice thing about classes like this, is where it's really about your alignment. Similar to yoga, in the bar class that I took, it was all about making sure you were in the right position, and you find a massive difference. This is one reason why I really like going to actual classes as opposed to doing workouts online, as a teacher comes around and adjusts you and shows you where your hips need to be, where your legs, what angle they need to be in, how high, and corrects you if your arms are out too far, etc. So I really enjoyed that. My very last class was it Leah? I'm not sure, but one of the teachers I've had several times before, and so at this point she had gotten to know me, which is a really nice feeling as well. And she always had kind of a theme for each workout, as I've mentioned in some of these previous videos on this channel. And the theme for this last class that I took was accountability. She kept asking us, what do you hold yourself accountable for? Which I thought was so great. I love how you can apply that word to that immediate scenario that you're in. In this case, it was that workout, as well as the rest of your life. And it just kind of is something that comes in and out of my head and throughout my day. And it's an important thing to ponder. What are you holding yourself accountable for? And how are you pushing yourself to be the best person that you can be and live the best life that you possibly can? So, unfortunately, my pass to Physique 57 is over. They do offer a great introductory rate, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be going back, because it's about a 30-minute drive for me and a very short distance. That's the typical downside of Los Angeles, is it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like 5 miles from my place. It takes 30 minutes to get there. You're sitting in traffic. You're going through all these lights and stop signs, and even that 30 minutes feels like so much longer. And when you're rushing to get to class, or when you're leaving class and you're still feeling tense or invigorated, it's not something you want to do. That's why I really enjoy doing things like hiking, so I can just walk there or biking and all of that. So my next challenge is finding a place that is really close by to me. 15 minutes or less is my ideal. And finding classes that work within my schedule. It's great when they're at a time of day, especially in big cities like Los Angeles, where you don't have to sit in traffic. So it's always kind of that balancing act there. Tomorrow, I'm thinking about trying out another place that actually combines Pilates with circuit training, so using weights and cardio. They also offer spinning classes. I've never taken a spin class, so that's another thing that I want to do and part of this workout series. And I found another place that offers a free day. So my other thing with this fitness challenge that I'm doing for myself is just going around all these studios that offer really good deals or free classes. So I'm utilizing their websites. Most places offer a class for free or a week for, really inexpensive, or a whole unlimited month for a low price as well, which really gives you the opportunity to try it. And you can also find great deals on daily deal sites. So I found another similar bar class that has a special through Living Social. So I'm excited. There are so many options. And, LA is very spread out, and yes, traffic is not ideal, but I feel like I'm willing to try pretty much anything. So if I'm only going to a class once, I'm willing to drive across town for that. And, I feel very grateful for it. I'm trying to always encourage my mother to try different types of workouts back in Massachusetts. And I looked up the closest bar class for her because I really wanted her to try it. And it's a little far away. I think it's like 12 miles or something. Not that bad. But when you're trying to get someone to try something new, it's challenging when you look at a map and it looks really far away. So I'm grateful in Los Angeles, you can find things within a mile or 5-mile radius from you. It's just, unfortunately, we have the wonderful traffic. So there's that. But, I feel like the big thing for me also as an environmentalist is trying to find a way to work out with being eco-friendly. So obviously doing a lot of driving is not very ideal. I think it would be nice. I actually don't have a bike right now. I feel really bad about that, but it hasn't been something that has fit into my finances quite yet. But I would like to get a bike. My ideal scenario would be able to bike to a class, and I used to do that when I lived in a different area of the city. That was really nice. I used to bike to yoga, and it was great. The only problem was sometimes I felt too lazy to bike there, because it's like, okay, you're getting this workout on the bike, and you're going to workout class, you have to get back on the bike. The trials and tribulations of finding the proper fitness. I do wish that I felt motivated enough to just get on a bike and make that my workout, or go out on the trails that are literally walking distance from where I live now, which is a huge draw to living here. But as I stated in the first video, it's very challenging for me to stay consistent with a workout like that. I really enjoy having a schedule, having a financial commitment, and having teachers, instructors to guide me through it and push me and help me go beyond my limits. So as far as the results that I felt from a solid week of working out, I feel really good. I think maybe more than anything, it's just kind of that emotional high, and that yes, I did something, I accomplished something. That feels really good, and getting back in the swing. They say in a bar class like this that you can see results within 8 days. Of course, I was one day short of that, but I definitely felt great. I mean, my muscles were sore, and I feel like my leg muscles are really responding. I've been taking pictures to document my progress, which I will share with you when I feel confident enough to. And there isn't a major difference. I've been weighing myself, even though weight isn't really important to me. I'm more concerned with the way I actually look and feel, but it is interesting to track it through weight. And I'm not sure that I would see much of a difference, because you're also building muscle, and I suppose that's adding more weight on. But I did get one of these measuring tapes from Physique, and been experimenting with measuring my waistline and my hips and all of that to see if any difference is happening there. I think they say on their website that you can, their whole thing is like losing 10 inches, if that's correct. accurate. I'm not positive, but I'm fascinated with that. So I don't know if I'm measuring myself absolutely correctly, but I haven't noticed much of a difference. Maybe like a little bit of a difference since I started. I think really the times where I start to notice the biggest impact in my body is after the 2 week, 1 month, 2 month periods. So what I'm hoping to get into, this kind of push that I'm doing for myself, is just keep going over the past 2 months. I would love to do like 6 months. I can't even imagine the differences that it would make in my body. So it's really just an exciting experiment, and I feel like holding myself accountable is very important, and sticking to this and having that goal and just going for it. I think this is the big thing that people don't realize about getting in shape, is that it takes work. There are some people who are blessed with really slim figures or curvy figures where they just always look good. I've never felt like I was that type of a person. I've received lots of very sweet compliments from you, the viewers out there, saying that you think that I look good, and I appreciate that. But, there also is the reality that I don't know. I definitely have some extra, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it weight, or like inch. I don't know, but whatever it is, there's some layers of my body that I would like to trim down and slim down, not from a weight issue, but just because I want to be toned. I want to be in that great shape. I want my muscles to be really flexible. I want to build bone density. I want to do all of those beneficial things for my body. I want to be in the most incredible shape the rest of my life, and I feel like it's just important to start now. And when you see people that are in great shape, I think some of us just think, oh, I'm never going to get there. They're so lucky. And then we go on diets, and the diets last like a week or 2 weeks, and we work out a little bit, and we never see those results. That's the huge thing for me here, is that I just want to push myself and see how long it takes for me, and what does it take for me to get those results. What will I look like if I worked out almost every single day for 6 months? That's something I've never done. I've done it for almost every day, or usually like 3 or 4 times a week for 2 months straight, and I noticed some difference. But man, like, what could I possibly look like after 6? I want to know, and a year, whatever it takes. And I'm curious about it just from a standpoint of educating others. A lot of people ask questions, and I don't have a lot of great experience with fitness, and it's something that I really want to add into my repertoire, I guess. It's just like, what can it be? And wanting to serve as an inspiration, to motivate others and to show them, to kind of show what it's like for someone like me, maybe the average woman who has a curvier figure and isn't just naturally slim all the time. I'm someone that really needs to pay attention to what I eat and how I work out and all of that. And I think that it's an important thing to just do for yourself and do for others. So that's that. Yeah, that's the update. I'm working on a big video for the main channel. It is 1:30 in the morning right now. Last night I stayed up till 7 a.m. I have a very interesting habit of staying up very, very late when I'm doing creative things, and this may explain why I haven't been doing a ton of edited videos, because I don't think it's very healthy for me to do this. It's definitely been a challenging working out, because that's like 2 hours of my day that are focused on that. And that's a big chunk of your day to take out, especially now that it's getting dark so early. What is it, like by 5 o'clock over here in Southern California? It's dark, and it's really frustrating. But I realized last night it gets light at around 6-ish a.m. So maybe I just need to switch my schedule around so I have more daylight hours. It's not the way it's supposed to be. If only I wasn't such a night owl. It's like when the clock strikes midnight, that's when I wake up. That's when I have energy. So I'm going to go do something with that energy right now. Thank you so much for watching as always. I always look forward to your comments. The new YouTube commenting system has made it a little challenging to read them. I don't know. So if I miss a comment from you, you can always contact me personally. That's usually the best way to get a response, and even then it may take me some time. But I do pay attention. I do care very deeply about all of you. I love hearing from you, and if it wasn't for your support, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you for being there for me. And any updates you want to share about your own journey and things you're learning about your body and fitness and how it works in your lifestyle, I would love to hear it. All right, well, stay tuned. I will keep you posted on the other workouts that I'm doing and holding myself accountable through these videos. Bye.